and I actually think I know what kind of look I'm going to go for today. I think I want to do a pink and purple quite sparkly eye with a wavy, like negative cut crease, I think. I've already primed my eyes. I used the Super Beauty Hydra Base in Pantyhose, which I'm still trying to love. We're not best friends just yet. I've just put 2 different brow gels on my brows, and once those have dried I will fill them slightly. I'm not doing particularly full-on brows at the moment. Just taking a bit of Kat Von D Bone from the MetalMatte palette just on my brow bone, and then I'm putting Linen, the white, on my inner corner, ready to layer something shimmery over it later. And I'm afraid I'm not sticking to one palette today. I'm just going to use a hodgepodge of colours, so just use the closest thing you have. I think I'm going to lay down the colours and then blend them out, and I will start off with Fringe from the MetalMatte palette. Then I'm going in with Kitten Parade from the Sugarpill Sparkle Baby palette. Melt Aromaleigh is really similar. I'm actually going to mix a bit of Hotsy Totsy from the same palette in because I want it more pink than that. Taking it quite high, otherwise the cut crease won't work. Just cleaning off the brush slightly on a hair donut. I'm now taking Masquerade Foiled Shadow from Makeup Geek. Currently using the same brush, but I think I might switch to my finger. I used to use these foiled shadows all the time. They're so pretty. I need to start using them again. I'm using Caitlyn Rose Foiled Shadow from Makeup Geek under the eye. Taking that the whole way across. Deepening the outer corner of my under eye with the foiled shadow in Plot Twist. And taking it out so that it will meet whatever I put on the outer corner. Going back in with Frostine as I lost most of it. I'm going to start off with Looxi Beauty Omega here. It's a duochrome that kind of shifts teal and purple. It might be too teal though, but I'll put it down anyway as a base for something else. I'm going to just blend things out now before I choose what to put there. I'm going to wet my brush and use Chrysolina by Aromaleigh. I know this is going to be sparkly, I'm just not sure if it's going to be dark enough. I think I should mix it with something more pink. Alright, I'm going to mix Chrysolina with Sagra, also by Aromaleigh. That is rather shiny. I think I am happy with that level of depth and shininess. I'll do the inner corner last because I haven't decided what to put there yet. I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows now while I'm looking at them and they're bugging me. Just using the Anastasia medium brown powders. I'm mainly using the lighter one. And at the moment I just fill in the arch slightly. And then a tiny bit by here. And that hair just doesn't want to cooperate. And then using a bit more of the dark one, just a tiny bit through the tail. And that's pretty much all I'm doing at the moment. Now for the negative space, I'm using NYX HD concealer in Porcelain, which is a bit too yellow for my face, but it's fine for something like this. I'm using a very small liner brush. This one is actually a paintbrush, but just use whatever small brush you have. And I'm expecting to have to do 2 layers. Try not to blink while it's wet. Something a bit like that, which I'm never going to be able to match up properly on the other side, but I'll try. I'm not going to worry too much about blending out that inner corner because I'm going to cover it anyway. I really like the way that looks so far, and I almost got it the same. Yeah, I really like the way it looks now, but I think I need to set the concealer, which is probably gonna make it not look quite as good, but this is taking ages to dry. I'm gonna set it lightly with Bone again from the Kat Von D palette, using the same brush and just tapping it on. This is gonna take ages, so I'm just gonna do it off camera. I think setting it did take something away from it, but if I want it to last the rest of the day, I've got to do that. I've got a feeling though actually it might still crease, but I really like that. For my inner corner I'm going to use Monster highlighter from Colourpop with my Weaver detail shader. I'm actually going over that with the Looxi highlighter in Pandora, because the Colourpop ones, I don't know, they break up the foundation below them. Curling my lashes. Drinking some mint tea. I'm using the Marc Jacobs Blacquer mascara. Pretty sure I've used this mascara on my channel before, but I really like it. That's 2 light coats of it. Now if only NYX had those almost white pencils, eye pencils out, then I would use the pale pink one right now, or the lavender, but we don't have them yet. I'm actually going to take my eye photos now before I finish my face, because I'm really worried about this transferring. I'm going to use these 2 shades just to warm up and contour. I use this brush for the middle one. I've already got cream blush from Illamasqua in Dixie on, and then I'm using the Wayne Goss 12, yep, with the cooler shade. I take under here as well, and then I've got very thin hair here, so I tend to put a bit there as well. Powder blush, I want something really light, so I'm going to use this middle shade from the Sleek Sweet Cheeks palette, and I just want a really light and fluffy application, so I'm going to use this MAC 187. Going back in with Looxi Pandora for my highlight with the Real Techniques fan brush. I'm really not sure about lips, whether to go very dark, so I think I'm going to use the NYX Liquid Suede in Foul Mouth, which I'm going to apply off camera because it's going to take me ages. So that's Foul Mouth on. I think to tie it into the eyes a bit, I'm going to dab one of the foiled shadows over it. Masquerade or Caitlyn Rose, a mix of both. I really like those lips. I was right, my eyelids have already started to transfer, so I guess don't use that concealer to do this. But I still really like this look. I hope you like it too. Bye!